Hello, this is S7 Davis from the PV Engine Forum. I am going to show people how the AdStrips work on the doing fill planes and how to import them onto models without having the errors. Because I was having a hard time getting these models on there. And so what you have to do, you gotta get the AdStrip zip, you gotta get the AdStrip mod, and then you gotta extract that. Well, that's what I do. So click on the AdStrip mod. I'll right click. I'll do extract to AdStrip. Yes, I'll just say yes to all so it replaces it. So I'll delete this. So what this is pretty much, you know what, here, I'll just delete all this. And let me do this again. So the AdStrip, go to extract to AdStrip. Alright, it comes up right here. This is an instruction manual. That's the default AdStrip. This is the i3D file, which we'll look at later. I already got a picture because I'm thinking about redoing the glue. So download whatever, open it up. I use Paint, so I'll open this up in Paint. I'll resize the image to be, let me see what 512 will do. I might 512, let's see. That's too big. So let's go to 256. Let's try 256, 512. Yeah, the other one was better. So once we figured out which way we gotta be, so once you get your picture in whatever Photoshop program you're using, I go to on paint.net, I go to image, resize, and these have got it in powers of 2, so 256, 512, so you don't get a warning that it's not in powers of 2. Okay, once you get your picture, you don't need any of these really, but click on the wand, the magic wand. We got shortcut key is S. You don't need to mess with this. Tolerance, you can do that how you please, but for this picture you don't need it to set the tolerance. Once you click on the background, you hit delete, and the picture is now transparent, will be transparent. So we now hit file, save as. You want to save it as a DDS. Oops, wrong button. You want to save it as a DDS. Put that in the AdStrips. Save. This right here is normally set on DXT1. You want to put it down on DXT3. That pretty much makes the background invisible. In a way, it's a very, very light gray. It's hard to see. So it pretty much makes it a shadow. Just click OK. That way, when you import it into your mods, it doesn't give you any errors of raw format. Okay, now this is done. So you don't need this anymore. We can close that. Let me see. Yeah, we can close this. Alright, in here, you want to make sure you right click on AdStrip, edit with Notepad, and you want it this file. So we gotta change this to Gorilla Glue.dds because that's what we made it. Save. Close that, and if you want to check it, just open this up. Highlight the transform group, hit F, and there you go. It is in the map, and down there at the bottom, I know what that's cause of. It's but I can fix that when. Let me see. Invalid cases. Let me see what. Oh, I've used a smaller case G instead of a save. Open this back up again. Make sure it's good, and it's good. No errors. So now that this is done, you can export it from i3D. I'll show you, but I'm just going to do an import. Alright, let me find, oh yeah, that's right. It's in here. The click star. I'm just going to delete these. If you're hearing dogs barking, I'm sorry. So I'll open up Clickstar Tank. I'm just going to import it this way because I know where the file is. Import AdStrip, open. Let me zero these off so it's easier for me to find. Oh, okay. Well, I guess oh, hold on. Since I did this the opposite way than what I normally do, let me go ahead and throw these files in here. Bet you it doesn't have the file. No. So I just need that file. So when I do that, let me right click the tank, edit. Gotta save this so it brings me another. Yes. Okay, once I imported that AdStrip file, you need to save it so you can get this file so I can tell it where to look for it. And that will be in the glue folder. Save, exit. Let me see if reloading it will work, which I think it did in a way. Let me see. Okay, I guess it did not work. Okay, so let me do it this way. I was trying to do it quicker so I didn't have to go through this whole process. See me trying to do this quickly, I'm messed up. Delete, edit with Gorilla Glue. Okay. Now, open this. AdStrip, file, export selection with files, Gorilla Glue, Let's go there. This is done. Don't need that. Okay, now this should work now. Like I said, I'm trying to do this quickly. So while this is loading, while I'm working on that, while I'm working on the editor, I'm just going to go ahead and have the game run so I can oh shoot, I can't. Oh well. Forgot I can't. Okay, back to what I was doing. Okay, now I got this up. I don't know if, yeah. Let's delete this, and now I'll import. Okay, now I'm going to import, file, import, Gorilla Glue, F, 0, 0, 0. Now I just gotta find it. Why is it not reading it? Oh, there it is. Let me switch to a different camera. Create view. There it goes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip this. Alright, I got the, now I'm going to scale it, we'll say 5, 5. That's probably going to be too big. Well, let's see. Well, you get the idea, right? Like I do not know how to curve the pictures. So this is a real good idea to do on something that's completely flat. So once this is placed, I'll say right there. I don't care. It's just for demonstration. So save it. Highlight the ad strip. You need to move this into the transform group so it moves with the vehicle. So you need to highlight the ad strip, hit cut. Open this up. I'm putting it in with my signs. Edit. Paste. So you got to highlight it. Click cut. Click on edit. Cut. And then you can just put it, highlight the whole thing and just put it at the bottom. Or if you want to put it in a certain area, highlight the area you want to put it in, hit edit, then paste. And then you need to pay attention to where you have this. Now let me change this to Gorilla Glue so I can get a reference point on it. Okay, so now that this is all done, just hit save. Go back to the XML. Well, now that that's done, we don't need that no more, so you can just delete that. That's my other logo I've already put in there. Now we'll just go to the XML for the tank. You're looking for the fill plane. That's fuel. Here's the glue. So, oh yeah, I've already done this once, so I'll delete this. So what you would do, you would copy, paste. Alright, pay attention to your index path, or you'll might get some Lua call stack errors for invalid index. So this will be 16. And then you want to pay attention to the scale, that right there. With these numbers, make sure they match, or it just goes back down to default. So this would be 5, 5, save, and then that is done. Of course, you got to make sure, and like I mentioned, I'm just doing a quick overview. This will be done. Now I'm going to open up the game and Farming Simulator, and I'll be right back as soon as it comes up. Hold on one second. Hello, welcome back. I know it's still loading. I wanted to talk to y'all about, I always like to use the developer mode. As you can see, there's a bunch of warnings of, not for this trailer, but another trailer we have. This is the click star right here. And as you can see, the Elmer's Glue PNG is the raw format. If you don't do it the way I just said to do it, that's what you will get, and that's what I'm trying to fix. So in the meantime, I was just trying to get things situated where I figure while I'm doing this, I can just show other people how to do it. So if there's ever any questions or anything, you have a video guide besides Big Daddy's how to place AdStrips onto vehicles. Right now, what you see me doing, I'm in developer mode. I'm going to go in flight mode so I can turn off the HUD. Alright, the HUD is off. I am now heading to my truck. As you can see, it's still hanging off by quite a bit. Wow, I think, see, in an editor, it didn't look like it was that far off. But that's the idea of it. Here, I'll go ahead and turn that off, drain it. So what I'm doing is I'm just draining all the glue out. As you can see, when you put it inside the transform group, once you start moving, the picture moves with it. Because if it wasn't inside of the mods transform group, it would just stay up there. So as you can see, all these glue pictures, they're actually not bad. For some reason, that one's terrible. I'm thinking of switching. You can see the transparency here. I'm thinking of switching all those Elmer's Glue icons for this Gorilla Glue. But that's just idea. That's just an idea. As you can see, I ran out of glue. I put on the HUD. I'm out of glue. There's no icons, so those fill plane nodes are working. So once I go over this, they will it will turn back on. As you can see right now, the fill planes are back. letting you know what is actually inside of the tanker. Now there is a small triangle one that's built in for fuel. That triangle, oops, that triangle one's for fuel, water, and I think slurry, liquid manure, I believe. That's the one that came with the mod, and I thought I would add these other ones to it to make it a little easier with the different fill planes for the Pleasant Valley Rivers map. I hope everyone's enjoyed this and can understand how to do this. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. Thanks. Catch you soon.